Hi everyone, how are you all doing? So I'm very excited because I've been given some apples from my friend from her apple tree, and I'm going to be making an apple crumble. So this is my way of making an apple crumble with a little bit of a twist. My oven is preheating on 180. Let's get started because I've just chopped up my apples and I don't want them to go too brown. A little bit of brownness is fine. You're going to cook them anyway. So what we are doing to begin with is adding about a tablespoon of plain flour onto our apples. That's just going to give it a nice crisp edge, just a little bit, so you have a nice crunchy yet soft, delicious apple at the same time, just with a little bit of a bite. Okay, we now need to go in with some soft brown sugar. So add the soft brown sugar to the apple, and also a touch of cinnamon. You don't need to add this if you don't want to, but if you want to spice it up with a little bit of cinnamon, I mean cinnamon goes really well with apples. I'm going to add a touch. I'm not too keen on cinnamon, but I don't mind a little bit of it. So I'm just going to give all of my apples, kosher apples, a mix like so. And now I did say my apple crumble has a twist. And I'm going to let you into what that is. Oopsie, one of the apples fell. 1 second. Okay, what is that? That's a bit of sugar. So I don't want any lumps of sugar. So you might want to use your hands for this, just to break down any lumps of sugar. That's fine, actually. They're all coated well. So now I'm going to leave that to one side and make my crumble with twist. Right, let's go ahead and make the crumble. So what we want to do is sieve our flour. So this sieve is a little bit small, or smaller than I want it. Right here. Okay, and just sieve all the flour into my bowl like this. So apple crumble, what can you eat it with? By itself, it's perfect with custard. It's really nice with ice cream. It's really nice with cream. There we go. Okay, so flour is sieved. Add a pinch of salt to the flour, and also want to add my caster sugar. I'm just going to give that a little mix, just so that everything is nice and combined. So salt, flour, and caster sugar, like this, just lightly mixing, keeping the air in. There we go. Okay, and now we need our butter cubes, and they go in like this. And what we're doing is now we're mixing the butter cubes with the flour using our hands, or fingertips I should say, and you're just mixing this together like this until it resembles breadcrumbs. Being gentle, yet rubbing your fingers together so that it starts to resemble breadcrumbs. So this is going to take a few minutes. Let me go ahead and do that. Right, to get to this stage has taken me about 1.5 minutes. Also important that your butter is cold before you start this process. Okay, and if this makes sense, you don't want to be really touchy and feely with this mixture. So you want to touch it as less as possible, but yet turn it into breadcrumbs. So I'm not going right in, and that's how you make a crumb mixture, which is perfect, just like this. Okay, let me show you now what it should look like. So it should resemble breadcrumbs. And now, here we go. Here is my twist. So if you have a few cornflakes or Frosties, actually, you know what? Any cereal. Get it in like this. Now this is just gonna add another dimension to my apple crumble. More of a texture in that crumble, a crunch, and I can assure you this is going to be even more delicious. I mean, again, it's optional. You don't have to put in Frosties or cornflakes. If you want to, you can, like I have done. Right, we're ready to put the crumble together. Okay, let's put this together. It's really raining outside. Perfect day for an apple crumble. Right. Apples into my oven tray. So you need a suitably sized oven tray for this. Okay, just put that. Just going to level out my sugared apples, sugared cinnamon apples. There you go, like this. So as I said, my oven is preheating on 180. The crumble takes about 30 to 35 minutes. Okay, righty. Now, here you go. Crumble, right. What I like to do is, like I said, I like to touch it as less as possible because, of course, the less heat, because your fingertips, obviously your hands have heat and you don't want the butter to melt. Right. Just layering it all over like this. I want you to press it to the sides like this. Okay, look at those cornflakes, righty. Okay, so just distribute it as evenly. Look at this. Okay, right. You can also add like things like oats to this as well. Maybe some raisins if you like, it's up to you. Or other dry fruit, some nuts, some almonds maybe. Right guys, that is my apple crumble ready to go in the oven for about 35 minutes. I can't wait to show you what this looks like when it's cooked. Oh, look what we have here. Look how perfectly my apple crumble has cooked. Just look at the apples there with all that juice. Woohoo! This is gonna be a real treat. My cornflake apple crumble. I cannot wait to dig into that, guys. I hope you've enjoyed that recipe. I will see you soon. In the meanwhile, stay safe and stay happy. Bye.